Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your weekly reading for August 21st to the 27th. This is for Cancer Sun and Cancer Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional occultic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific and detailed with your reading. Cancer, you know why I do this. Tell me why I do this. I do this because I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, Cancer, I use astrology to bring a lot more depth to your readings. So, Cancer, hello. This is a week. Okay, this is a big week. Are you ready for this week? I hope you are, because it's a week of confusion. It's a week. I know I start that right off the bat, right? It's going to be, confusing moments, and there could be some frustrations and delays, but there are some great aspects as well. So Tuesday, the biggest thing that's happening, well, Venus is going to square Jupiter. We've had a couple of these. We've had these, and you know these. These are those breakthrough moments. This is, realizing what brings you pleasure. This is finding, a lot of self-belief, really having that confidence. Really, honestly, when I say breakthrough moments, really giving thought to what's going to bring you joy now. What is your path to enlightenment? What is enlightenment for you, right? Now, the same day, Mars is opposing Neptune. Now, this can be a tricky day. There's a little bit of, there could be some deception going on. And I'm going to explain why I say deception, but there could be some external deception too. But Neptune is just really tricky right now. And then Mars, as we know, is in Virgo, which is your third house, so communication. And it also rules siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors. So there could be some, moments that are, that you have, okay, with some of these people that I just named. But it's a day where I want you to really go above and beyond, okay? I want you to be the bigger person in the situation. Neptune is also compassion. Neptune is imagination. Neptune is actually retrograde, all right? Neptune is retrograde in Pisces, and that is allowing you to become a little bit more spiritually active, to really get in tune with yourself. And for you, that's going to be a big deal, all right? Because Neptune in Pisces is in your 9th house of spirituality. There you go. So this could be actually a really great day for you. And the day after, on the 23rd, is when we fully go into Virgo season. All right. So this is going to be, Virgo is, all about being, analytical, perfectionist energy, but it's also service to others, because you have to remember Virgo does rule the 6th house, which is, it's all about that. It's also everyday activities and whatnot. But again, a lot of focus on communicating the things that you need, taking on a lot of responsibility for, the things that you're doing and the things that you want, really owning up, all right? Really owning up, but also being of service to others. So a lot of things that you are doing is, again, compassionately, all right? But there is a big sense of communicating that is a big highlight for you, all right? Now, the same day that we move into Virgo season, Mercury goes retrograde. Now, this is a big thing, and I made a video on the things not to do during Mercury retrograde. I'll leave that link up somewhere. Maybe even at the end of the video. I'm also did a video on what every sign can expect during this Mercury retrograde period. It is very different from a lot of the other Mercury retrogrades that we've had recently. Very, very different. And every sign, Mercury retrogrades, affect every sign differently. Okay, so every sign feels it in a different area of their life. So that video is, members have access to it now, but I will post it on Friday for everybody. And so definitely check that out, because I will go into a lot more detail. It is a Mercury retrograde I like. It's a Mercury retrograde that's good. There's aspects that are happening during this Mercury retrograde that are nice, okay? And Mercury is in Virgo, all right? It's in its domicile, and it's exalted in Virgo, so you would definitely feel it. And what's interesting is, because Mercury is in your, Mars and Mercury are in your 3rd house, which is communication. Mercury is one of the it rules Gemini as well, okay? And Gemini is a native ruler of communications. And so when Mercury goes retrograde, communication goes a little haywire. So this is why I want you to really, really tap into your intuitive side and that, deception energy, that self-deception, even self-deception as well. That is a thing where I really, really, really want you to be aware. Just be very awake this week, okay? Because there could be a lot of miscommunication flying around, especially because it may affect you a lot more than the others. Now, the reason why I say self-deception is because Uranus is going retrograde as well toward on the 28th, and then Jupiter is going retrograde the week after. And so at this point in time, we're already feeling those retrogrades. A lot of y'all will start feeling it, okay? That means that entire solar system is in their weakened state. We do not have the powers of all those planets. They're all taking naps, except Mars. Mars, the most active, the most aggressive, the most blazing forward planet, is the only planet that's just like, it's as if there's a race right now with a rabbit that just drank Red Bull and he's racing against turtles that have taken Ambien. And so this is one of those weeks where there's going to be a lot of activity in your third house. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of activity in your third house of communication. So things may go a little haywire, a little haywire, and that's why there could be some things that you hear or things that are spoken or like just a lot of moments of delays or frustrations where it could just get to you. All right, it could get to you, and that's where that like self-deception comes through with Mars again opposing Neptune in your ninth house of spirituality. All right, so don't get in that headspace where it's like, okay, I am not going to face this truth, or this happened and that's the way it is, and right, like know all the facts, and again, it could be like kind of a foggy week. The good news is, and also Mercury retrograde at the same time Venus is retrograde. That's a really big thing. Okay, that's a lot. They're inner planets, so we feel them a lot more. Okay, so there's a lot of reassessing. Take this time to reassess things. Okay, reassess things, reevaluate things, especially your passions, and again, your path to enlightenment. Now, the other thing, Cancer, is that Mars is going to trine Pluto this week. That's going to happen on the 24th. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful aspect. I really like this one. It's going to be very transformative for you, hugely transformative for you. You will feel very empowered this day, okay? And I want you to feel very empowered this day because it's Mars. And again, it's in terms of communication, siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors, even short distance travel too. All right, but even still, whether those apply to you or not, because those are going to affect, Cancer risings a lot more than Cancers, but all Cancers are going to feel it. But even still, I said Mars is trining Pluto, and the trines are auspicious. These are really great harmonious aspects. And so the reason why this day may affect you really big is because, like I said, Mars is trining Pluto. Pluto is in your 7th house of partnerships. So remember your last reading, okay? Remember your last reading. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but there's the partnerships, relationships when it comes to work or love, or, even partnerships if, let's say, you're, looking for a new house. You're working with a realtor. If you're looking for a new job, you may be working with a recruiter. Those are partnerships as well. But keep those in mind. Keep that in mind. The other thing is on the 27th, the Sun is opposing Saturn. We already just came out of a Sun opposing Uranus. That was quite challenging. So that I'm going to talk more about next week because that's on Sunday, and it's on the same day as Mars going into Libra. So Mars is actually leaving Virgo and going into Libra, and Mars does not like being in Libra. We're going to talk about that next week. But it's not a bad thing. It's just it's gonna be interesting. All right, it's gonna be interesting. It's really just gonna be you're really gonna be asked to step up in terms of relationships and, even home matters. But any case, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on for you, Cancer, for the week of August 21st to the 27th. Again, this is for Cancer, Sun, and Cancer rising. If you know your birth chart, if you want to read for your Venus and your Moon, you are absolutely welcome to. Yeah, let's do it, Cancer. Let's see what's going on. All right, I am going to. That was all I have to say. Okay, so Cancer, like I said earlier, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. I also, oh no, wait, no. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I had to move my camera, and so I'm making sure that they're all in so you can see it. You can see my mic. I honestly had to bring it up like a little bit closer. Okay, I had to bring it up a little bit closer. It looks like a camera, but now you see how big it is. It's a big mic, right? Yes, Cancer. You're good. Wow. You are going to step up. You're already stepping up. I cannot believe this. Uh, okay, let's get started. You got the Five of Wands in your past, all right? So it really depends on what day you watch this reading too, but it looks like there's just with Mars opposing Neptune, we want to use that to our favor. Okay, you want to be the better person in this situation. There you go. All right, that's what this is. All right, the Five of Wands. The fives are challenge cards. They're in the Tree of Life. Severity. But this is the least severe. This is, if you can take a close look here, you can see it's just kids swinging their wands in the air. All right, there's a lot of action, a lot of movement, but it's also a lot of voices, like shouting over other voices. There's a lot of egos at play. There's a lot of but like with that kind of energy, it is going to be something. Again, there could be some squabbles and there could be some situations, whether it is siblings or aunts or cousins, but or even neighbors. But it could also be like really competitive in terms of ego. All right. Now, I'm not saying that you have a big ego. We all have egos, right? But this is just saying that, look, again, kids fighting with it's child's play. So it's really like not worth your time, energy. So there could be some things that do come up or have come up for you where it's been like a little bit of like for some it could be like friendly competition, like like when you have those like sarcastic passive aggressive remarks with their siblings because that's like your relationship or whatever. For some of y'all it could just be like heightened a little bit. But for a lot of y'all it could even be in the work environment as well. Remember, there is a lot of activity that's happening there with the North Node moving into your 10th house in your career sector. But even still, it's just, again, remember, child's play here. All right, it's not worth your time. And remember, I feel like I've said this in one of your readings, how this card is associated with the competition. If you take it back, the word competition, back to its Latin root, to its etymological root, competition, competere, it actually meant to come together. All right, so just like I said from the very beginning, be a better person in a situation. If there's something that comes up, okay, during that Mars opposing Neptune aspect, all right, because you're better than that. You're Cancers. Come on, you're Cancers. And also, the other thing is, if you are, it's almost like it's just not. It's for some Cancers, it could be like a competitive, as in like if you're looking for a new job, if you are looking for a new relationship, if you're back into the dating scene or moving into the dating scene, there's like that competition there too, right? Like if you're applying for a job, you're not the only one. There's other people that are sending in resumes. If you're like on, Tinder or whatnot, and you're swiping right on all these, people, you're not the only one. There's other people in your area that's doing the same thing. So there is like that kind of competition too. That's a message that's coming through for some of y'all. So if you keep your gratitude high, and if you play the game right, and if you if you have that compassion, you're gonna be 1,000% fine. You got the Ace of Cups and the heart of your spread. This is the Holy Grail. We call this the heart of tarot. All right, this is literally the Holy Grail. They had so many references to it, but everyone's seeking it, right? And so you found it, and you got it, and you got in the heart of your spread, the heart of tarot, and the heart of your spread this week. That compassion energy cranked up. I mean, really, really, really. There's something new happening for you this week, okay? Something very new happening, coming through, and I want you to be awake for it. I don't want you to miss it, okay? I want you to be aware of it. You can see all the 5 streams representing the 5 senses, the hand of spirit offering this cup. Look at the dove at top, right? I love that. So aces usher in that new change, okay? Out of all the minor arcanas, they usher in the most new change, new beginnings, new opportunities, and then cups, emotions, relationships, hey, feelings. So there's a lot of y'all are entering this new relationship for sure, okay? It can be career, it can be love. I'm getting more love energy, all right? Especially with what happened with your reading last week, okay? But there is a sense of that happening, and it really is going to be very like magical. It's gonna be very like pretty profound. I always say it when this card comes up, think about the last time something brought you so much joy, brought you to tears, right? Brought you to tears, like whether it was a proposal, whether it was you getting your dream job, those big moments, happy moments, right? It looks like you're having another one of those, okay, this week, all right? So look out for that. This card is rapturous, all right, which is intense pleasure and joy. It's nirvanic, it's euphoric, and again, you got in the heart of your spread. One last thing I'm going to point out, because this does indicate like new relationships. You see the dove at the top. Doves are known to be the symbol of universal, peace and harmony, but doves also mate for life. So this is really nice. And, there's a lot of self-love energy that's coming with this card. Now, here's the catch. Here's the catch. You got the 8 of Cups in your challenge area, okay? You got the 8 of Cups in your challenge area. So, Cancer, you got to let something go. You got to let something go to let this in, okay? And it may be something that you are holding on to, and you're just like, but it may be, it may not be easy to let it go. You got to let it go. You got to let it go. All right. So, it can be a relationship. It can be, something that you think brings you pleasure, but during this time of the retrogrades, you actually have that moment of reassessing and having those breakthroughs of what does bring me pleasure, what does bring me enlightenment, right? And so you may have this moment of clarity and this breakthrough this week, okay? Keep that in mind. That I would let something go and really go within, okay? Really go within. There's a lot of intuition here. Again, you are one of the most intuitive signs. Get in touch with your inner, your higher self. You listen to your inner voice. You're gonna be great. You got the 7 of Wands in your crown, which I love, okay? Because there is a sense of like, I worked really hard for this, and I'm not going to let anyone take anything away from me, all right? This is a card of valor, Lord of Valor. Or, it's... what's really funny, if we're talking about... If we're going to trace words back, think about valor. That etymological root of valor is actually valor. And it meant self-worth and value. All right. So again, look at all the wands coming after this person. He is not, it is a slippery slope. So again, you could be thinking that there is some things that are happening this week where it's just like, what? Why are you even saying this? Why are you even doing this? Why is this even happening? But you're still standing your ground, drawing a line in the sand. You're great. You're amazing. Just keep at it. And it could be a surprising moment too. Just to let you know, you could have been like, whoa, did that really just happen? All right. So, you did get the Fool in the root of your spread. Cancer. Come on. Who are you? This is amazing. You're going through this big change, okay? Now, some of y'all may not feel it right away because all these planets are retrograde. Things are happening behind the scenes for you, all right? Fool. We're kicking off the Fool's journey with the Fool. The Fool is 0. Okay, what's 0? 0 is nothing, but what is nothing? Nothing is everything. This is infinite possibilities. Now, when you see this card, I want to show you something. You see the word, it's the Fool, right? Okay, we got that clear. I want you to see it as Full as well, because the Fool brings fullness of life. You do see the abundance of the sun. That's a lot of sunlight. That's a lot of warmth. That's a lot of optimism. That's a lot of growth. That's a lot of vitality, a lot of goodness. Okay, you're good. Okay. Now this is it really is a time to some of y'all are just honestly just ready. You're ready to start this new cycle in your life. All right. With the Fool coming with the Ace of Cups, something that's going to fulfill you emotionally this week. I love this for you. And then look at this. You got the Queen of Cups in your future. I really don't even know what to say right now other than you're good. Okay, you're good, Cancer. Queen of Cups, I absolutely love this. I love the fact that you got the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is Cancer. I hope you know that. She is Cancer, ruled by Cancer. She is the most intuitive, the most loving, right? She leads with her heart. She knows the name of everybody in her kingdom, in her empire. It doesn't matter if it's the emperor. It doesn't matter if it's a farmer. That's how loving she is, okay? I call her the Princess Diana of tarot. In fact, Princess Diana was a Cancer, all right? So I love the fact that you got your own card in your future. You see her feet in the water. All right. Water is a lot of emotions, right? So really in touch with her emotional side, that really fuels that, emotional intelligence, that emotional depth. But one of my favorite things about this card is that there is purple in this card. All right. So if you're into like colors and chakras and whatnot, the crown chakra is purple, but purple is just a color, whether purple or violet. Violet is it has the shortest wavelength, so it has like the highest level of energy, okay, of visible light, like that's why it is a crown chakra. So there's a lot of like self-awareness, there's a lot of like divinity, like divine awareness, but you're moving into you're good. Cancer, repeat after me. 1, 2, 3. You're good. Let's get to your stuff. Cancer, if you like this reading, by the way, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I want to hear from you. What's going on? What was the big decision you had to make? I'm very curious after last week. And if you're a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. Y'all, I wouldn't be here without y'all. So I really am grateful and I truly appreciate it. So thank you so much. And you, yeah, you're good. Hey. Something's gonna happen this week, and it's gonna, what is the phrase? It's gonna be one of those moments where it's gonna be a Mercury and Venus retrograde moment. Again, keep your energy levels high. It's gonna be getting your goat. All right, that's what it is. But you did get the 4 of Cups, so just. Anything that happens this week, keep your energy levels high. do not let anything distract you from what's coming through, okay? Because if you let someone, whether it is a sibling or whether it is a colleague, whether it is a neighbor, whether it is an aunt or an uncle or a cousin or whatever, if you let them get your goat, they bring your energy levels down. It's going to be harder for this to you'll miss it. Remember, you want to be awake this week. You want to be aware this week. You want to feel this moment in your bones. You want to feel alive. I love this for you. Okay, so with this coming up, it's just saying, keep your gratitude high, all right? There could be some things that happen this week that you're just like, what? Just let it be gone. Let it be gone, okay? Let it be, make it history, all right? It is, retrograde season. Like, we're in a lot of retrogrades, so you may be thinking a lot about the past too, but there is a difference between the past and history. Okay, so you can let things be history, but let the past, if you need to have those moments of good nostalgia, let that fuel you of those good moments again. Like I said, think about those moments that really brought you a lot of joy and let that fuel you. All right, you just want to keep your gratitude high because you see his arms are crossed off. All right, we here. Okay, so this is very interesting here. I'm looking at your spread. I'm just like, very interesting spread. But again, something may happen. Just keep your gratitude high and just ha it off. All right. Someone tries to like get your goat, just ha it off. Just ha. Cool, right? Because look, you got the Empress. Cancer. Come on. I mean, you're good. As we know, as I've mentioned, with Venus retrograde, Venus is in Leo, okay? And Venus is going to be in Leo for a while. Let's keep it that way. But it's retrograde right now, so it's all about the matters of the heart. But the Empress is ruled by Venus. You see the symbol of Venus in the stone-shaped heart there, all right? Venus is in Leo, is your second house. So remember what I said about that empowerment energy, but also being, the better person, being a bigger, version of yourself. But it's in your second house of self-worth and confidence and value. I mean, keep it up. Listen, look at her. Look how comfortable she is. Venus is the ruler of Taurus, right? And so you have a lot of activity in with Jupiter and Taurus and Uranus and Taurus in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes, okay? But even your social network and groups you belong to, organizations you belong to. But the Empress is a goddess, okay? So she's not a queen, not a priestess, a goddess. Think Aphrodite here. She's Miss Universe here. This is absolutely amazing. This is all about abundance. This is living life through pleasure, through passion, through sensuality, sexuality. This is a lot of newness as well. So it looks like there's something new happening in your life here. There's something you're working toward that's going to bring this new thing, okay? Again, a lot of it with all these retrogrades could be happening behind the scenes. You may not even know it, but that's why you need to keep your gratitude high. Even if like these things that are happening in your external world or your physical world are just like trying to get your goat, keep your gratitude high because the universe is doing this. Like it's really pushing all this great stuff to happen. And the reason I say that is because not only did you get the Ace of Cups in the heart of your spread, you got the Fool, all right, in the root of your spread, and now you got the Empress, which is all about creation, about the birth of new things, okay? That's number 3, okay? She's even pregnant, so hey, literal birth too could be happening as well, but mostly maybe someone all right, someone that there's also before I even get to that, so that's so much indicating all this new direction. There's this new thing happening in your life, okay? There's this newness coming. I absolutely love that. She does hold the golden scepter that creates all this abundance and all this love and all this wealth and all this success. you're good. The other thing is, what I was going to say is that there could be someone in your life that actually does this for you, okay? And it could be someone that offers you the job of a lifetime, or introduces you to someone who it becomes your soulmate or whatnot. But just expect a lot of newness. I really love that. Now, look, hello. She looks familiar, right? The Two of Swords. It was in your heart, the heart of your spread last week. All right, so now it's coming up in your staff. Again, remember, this is attributed to Moon in Libra. So for a lot of y'all, it could be relationships, okay? It really could be relationships that we're thinking about right now. The other thing is that well, if you really think about it, and again, I'm going to talk about this more next week. But Mars is going into Libra, okay? So partnerships, relationships could be a thing that's on your mind. But even if it's not, this is all about just going within, okay? Going within until you're ready to take off that blindfold, all right? There could be a lot of noise happening this week, a lot of misunderstandings, a lot of confusion. Go within. Go within. You have the Ace of Cups and the heart of your spread, okay? You have the Queen of Cups in your future, indicating you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be so in touch with yourself. You're gonna have so much love to give. You're gonna have so much love for yourself. You're gonna be great. You're gonna be great. Go within. You have this the moon up here, intuition. Okay, so I absolutely love that for you. Again, there's this. Some of y'all may have a little bit of fear about what's to come regarding some things that are happening in your life, whether it is relationships, whether it is career, whether it's your own spirituality. Maybe you feel like really low energy, which again, remember, all these planets retrograde, okay? And so don't think that it's just a thing that's happening cosmically, right? So don't think that you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Let's leave it at that. And you got the Eight of Cups. Eight of Pentacles in your final outcome. You're gonna work hard for something that you want really bad. It's gonna be, and for some of y'all are gonna get it, and it's gonna be something that it's like whistle while you work energy. Okay, Eight of Pentacles is great. We love the Eight of Pentacles. Look how he's super laser focused. Removed himself from the village to work on these pentacles. He's so devoted, dedicated. He has a lot of passion toward the things that's going to bring him joy and security and wealth and money and all the fine, nice things in life, all right? And he's going to be successful, all right? He's going to be successful. One thing that I do want you to do this week, Cancer, I want you to think about, during this retrograde week, I really, really want you to think about, I feel like you know it too. It's almost like there's this, in this, it may make sense with Mars opposing Neptune, but I want you to think about a skill that you have that you're not using, okay? There's something there. There's something there. You may discover it this week with all the retrogrades. It could have been something that you really excelled at, and it just, through time, you got busy with other things. But really think about that. There may be something that you're really, really good at, that you just haven't utilized in a while, and you may remember it this week. Something may happen where you do remember it, and you really put that skill to use. But either way, again, with the Eight of Pentacles, absolutely amazing. You're gonna be for a lot of y'all, there's something new coming into your life, and it's gonna be something that you want, and you're gonna really work hard to make it to make it work and to keep it afloat. And for a lot of y'all, it's going to be a sense of just working hard to get to that goal. But again, remember what I said, he's very successful, okay? He's very successful because he does make it. He does get to the finish line. He is, you know, he does reach the, you know, that, like, if we're going back to that runner analogy, what is the thing that when the runners actually get to the end, that thing that they cross, that big line across the chest, finish line, right? Is that literally the finish line? I don't know. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Cancer, I love you. You're amazing. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, again, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I'm very excited for you. Very, very excited for you. And next week, oh, yeah, that is a week. Remember, we, actually, other than the things that I mentioned earlier, we have that full moon in Pisces. So there definitely is something coming to an end, full moon spring closure, with all this new stuff to start to happen for you. Ah, wow. That's amazing. Anyway, okay, Cancer, thanks so much. And if you're a subscriber, thanks so much. Y'all are amazing. All y'all are amazing. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.